So I'm really frustrated right now. Let me see what that is. My goal today was I was going to go to the post office and mail a demo. So if you watched my last video that I called like vlog, recording a demo or something like that, I think that's what it was called. I was talking to you guys about how a while back I had emailed some music to a company and then a lady responded and gave me directions on how to send it in, and then I kind of hesitated because she wanted me to send something on a CD and I didn't really have anything in that format. So then I was like, well, now I gotta record a CD, and then that took me forever because, you know, just recording it at home, it's really easy to be like, well, this isn't good enough, it doesn't sound professional enough. And anyway, I'm popular today. So then I was talking to you guys about that in the last video, and you guys were so unbelievably encouraging. Not only like just saying generally great things about the song itself, like complimenting the lyrics, complimenting the singing, but beyond that, like just straight out trying to encourage me like as a friend, like stop hesitating, stop thinking about it, stop overanalyzing, just get it done, you know, we're here to support you. And it was just like, I did not expect that. The only reason I ever even uploaded my music was, and that wasn't even the original idea. What I was doing was, you know, I'm always doing these reactions. Pretty often I say things about people's favorite artists that they don't really appreciate, kind of annoys them, maybe upsets them. I'm gonna throw them a bone. So my first idea was I was gonna do like covers. I'll do a cover to a Zayn song, which I did. Well, it was a parody. It was a weird time. But then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do covers. I'll do a Zayn cover. I'll do a Harry cover. I'll do an Ed Sheeran cover, whatever. And it wasn't like I'm gonna show them my skills. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna give them the chance to just bash me, to just destroy me and be like, because I've gotten comments like, well, you think you can do it better? And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just let them tear me apart. I'll give back. Because I'm always saying things about their artists. I'll give them a chance to do it to me. You know, it's all in good fun. Maybe. Some people would probably get really serious about it. Because some people hate me. And then, I think honestly, all it was, you know what? Because I personally don't, oh my goodness. I personally don't feel like I'm good at covers. I've never felt like I'm good at covers. But when it comes to my original music, I'm pretty confident with that. Not like, oh, I'm so great, you know, no, but because I made it. I wrote it, I conceived it, you know, I birthed it in my mind, I put it together. How about I silence my computer? I'm talking to like, this is like 3 different people, so this is, as soon as I start recording, everybody wants to talk to me. When I turn it off, I can't even get a text back. So then I was like, maybe instead of covers, I'll just do my own music. And I just remembered exactly why. I've been doing a lot of Harry Styles reactions. And I didn't want it to look like, oh, I get it now. He's been doing all these Harry Styles reactions so then he could show us his covers. He wanted to kind of win us over so that we could see he's a musician and check out his covers. Because then I knew it would be heavily scrutinized. And since my original idea was just to give you guys the opportunity to criticize me and just tear me to shreds, I was like, well, it's the same thing. Maybe even more so, I'll give them something that I created. That way they can criticize the performance, the lyrics, the mallet, like everything. So I uploaded that one old one from like 2011. And then I uploaded on this last one, which was like the start of my vlogs. So when I uploaded both of those, I was like, all right, I deserve this. Let's see what happens. And I've told you guys this in the comment section, some of you, I think. I've been doing music for a long time. Making music, playing music. Of course, I'm not like a super professional or anything, or you guys would know me. But I have never in any form received the kind of love and positivity that you guys have given me on those last 2 uploads. I often like to take pride in Well, maybe it only goes one way. Because I mention a lot that I have really thick skin, and it's really hard to make me feel bad about myself because of, you know, something that someone has said to me. It's really hard to offend me or to discourage me or to get me down with a random comment. One of the reasons is I know the kind of people that say those things. And I always use this example when I'm trying to teach someone, because I've been in teaching situations. I used to teach karate. And I would tell people that didn't quite know how to get a grip on their aggression. I would tell people, and I'm sure you guys have heard this in many forms yourself, I would tell people, if you were at the store and some 5-year-old came up and just kicked the heck out of your leg, just gave you a good kick, would you beat up that 5-year-old? Would you knock him out and, you know, just be slugging him all over the place? No, because it's a 5-year-old. There's a whole bunch of context there. There's things to consider. You just wouldn't do that because you know that, well, apparently this kid doesn't know any better. He doesn't know how to control himself yet. He doesn't know how to make better decisions than that. I feel the same way when someone says something crazy rude or awful or ugly or demeaning or whatever. It's like, oh gosh, that person must come from a really bad, hard situation, or they wouldn't say stuff like that to people. So it almost makes me feel bad for them because I can watch a video and really, let me clarify in a moment. I can watch a video by someone like me, just putting out original music, and really not like it. Why in the world am I going to go on there and make them feel bad about themselves over it? I'll just move on if I don't have anything good to say. It does me, it does them, it does nobody any good to make them feel horrible about themselves. Now when it comes to songs like Zayn's music or whoever else, the only reason, and this is very important to me, the only reason that I'm even willing to say anything negative whatsoever is because I know, I have no doubt that my words aren't going to negatively affect Zayn. He's never even going to see them. I know that the things that I have to say in my goofy reactions aren't going to negatively affect anybody's career. So I can say things that aren't so positive about Zayn, about Nicki Minaj, about whoever. And I can do it with a clear conscience knowing I'm not destroying any of their careers. I would never go on a YouTuber's channel that has like 26 subs, even 400 subs. I wouldn't go on their channel and be like, oh, this is bad, you need to work on this, you need to practice that. Who told you you could sing? You should go be a carpenter. I would never do something like that. If any of you have ever, like if you have channels and you guys get those kind of comments, it's really important to me that you guys know how to deal with that, because when I would get some of the comments that I would get, kill yourself, end yourself, if I saw you right now I would kill you, you're a waste of electricity, get off YouTube, throw your computer in the trash, I would think, man, it makes me so sad to think of people that get these kind of comments that aren't like me, that will close their computer and cry, that will just feel so awful about themselves because of what these strangers said that they will give up. It doesn't affect me whatsoever, except in this way. And I would, every once in a while, there were a couple of hardcore ones that for weeks harassed me. And I would finally tell, I think I only told 2 of them that were like the most severe, and I told them, you guys can clown with me all day. I actually kind of enjoy it. I go back and forth, troll them back. It's kind of fun. It's interesting. Those are some of the most interesting comments. But I told them, I really hope you don't do this to other people, because they might not be able to take it the way that I can. And that devastated me. People kill themselves over that. You see it on MSN, on Yahoo, you see it on the news, people killing themselves because of bullying online. And it took me a while to realize that, because that's not my personality. I don't get affected by it. But when I thought about other people, I thought, oh my gosh, are these same people, when they're not bugging me, bugging other people and causing them to close their accounts, to cry, to feel bad about themselves? That made me sick. I really went on a tangent there. So now I remember, I don't even know if you remember, the whole reason I started talking about that was because I was going to say I usually take pride in not letting comments really get to me and affect me. But that's only regarding the negative ones. The positive ones apparently do because it just put me on top of the world. I couldn't get the thought out of my head about how many years I had been doing music on and off, the places I'd played, the sites I'd uploaded to, the things I emailed, the ways I tried to get out there. And then boom, just like that, I put up 2 songs, and I can't even put words to how you guys have been. I'll just ramble. So I was telling you guys about how I was trying to get this music together, this demo to send to this lady, and you guys were really encouraging me, and I just want to let you know it worked. Now the reason I'm frustrated, which I started saying at the beginning of the video, was my goal was to actually put it in the mail today, and I had some crazy problems with the actual burning of the disc. I got this new Mac a while back, and I was like, I don't need a drive. You know, everything's MP3s and waves that you can send to yourself now, and email to yourself, and AirDrop, and text. What do I need a drive for? So I saved myself some money. I didn't get the Mac with the drive. And back in the day, I used to burn CDs all the time when I would do gigs. I had quit doing that. So I didn't need a drive for any reason. So today I needed to burn the disc, and I was going to have to use a hard drive. I was going to have to use a drive like this to get it from my Mac to this old giant PC thing, this beast dinosaur. And you guys know what PCs are, right? So I had to use the hard drive to get it from the Mac to the PC. And the PC, I know most PCs, I think, these days have iTunes. This one didn't. It had that Windows Media Player, which is not good. I can't explain it. I don't know why it was happening, but I had 4 tracks on the demo. I burned like 6 discs, and I tried different things over and over to try to fix the problem. Only one of those songs would burn every time, and I couldn't figure out why. I kept reformatting them. I would change them from WAV to MP3s to AIF, and I would put them back in the software, the audio software, and burn them again, and it would only burn one song. So I don't know why it took me so long to think of this, but then I thought, you know what? I've never had a problem burning things in iTunes. I'm having crazy problems with Windows Media Player. I'm just gonna download iTunes. So I downloaded iTunes onto the PC. First try worked perfectly. Then I had to print my lyrics and my cover letter. Had some trouble printing. Don't know if it was the ink or the paper tray or what. I had to keep trying and trying and trying to print. Finally got all of them. Don't have any manila folders or envelopes. I always call them folders. And by that time, the post office was already gonna close in 20 minutes. I had this moment where I had to just stop and like say it out loud. You're not gonna make it. Just accept it. So what I figured I could do, like give you something like content-wise. The recording I'm gonna share with you, it's called I'll Be. And it's a very, very basic song. I tend to write very abstract, like metaphorical kind of stuff. I started doing that because writing was like therapy to me. I had all these feelings that I wanted to get out, but I didn't want people to know what I was talking about because I was kind of embarrassed. So I would turn them into metaphors. I love writing like that because it means so much to me, and I know what it means, and because when someone else hears it, they can hear a song that I write like that and make it whatever they want it to mean to them, because it's abstract, it's metaphorical. So to 10 different people, it can mean 10 different things, and I think that's beautiful. Instead of it being so basic and you can clearly understand what I'm saying and only certain people will be able to relate to it, when it's like metaphors, anyone can relate to it on different levels for different reasons. So I love writing like that, but this song, I'll Be, I actually wrote it when I was watching, it's when Craig Ferguson was still on The Late Show, or The Late Late Show, I forgot what it was called back then. I loved Craig Ferguson's show, and I wrote it in between commercial breaks. And my goal was to write a super simple song. So if you're like, it sounds like a second grader wrote this. It's so simple. That was the goal, so thank you. I'll never be able to say it enough, and I'll never be able to articulate it perfectly, but I just want to make the effort. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Your words definitely mean a lot, and I hope you like the song.
your best. I'll be your worst. I'll lift you up. I'll bring you down. I'll make you smile. I'll make you frown. I'll be your everything. Nothing at all. Just give me a reason, big or small. I'll be your strength. I'll be your fears. I'll be your laughter. I'll be your tears. I'll be your enemy. I'll be your friend. I'll be the beginning. I'll be the end. I'll be your everything. Nothing at all. Just give me a reason, big or small.
So maybe your friends that stand around you watch you crumble.